Yo, how y'all doing? I'll tell you how I'm doing. I spent the last 10 hours in Subnautica trying to build a prison for this guy. I tried capturing him. This is what I came up with after multiple revisions. So the plan started off simple. Here on the bottom, this is the base that I already have set up right next to him. And then the gray box, that's the start of the trap. And then bottom left down in there, we have the tadpole. And now this tadpole was basically the bait. So here's the red Collector Leviathan, obviously, in case you couldn't tell. He pulls up, gets attracted, comes after the tadpole, and while he's attacking it, I come in and I close off the box. It seems simple. I thought this would be a sure solution to getting him trapped, but he's a son of a gun, and he does not want to be trapped. Here you see, he just teleports. So here I'm going around the whole map. I'm gathering titanium. Uh, I forgot metal farms were a thing, to be honest. I'll remember later on, you'll see. But I'm going around the whole map, collecting as much titanium as I can. And here I'm using it. So 58 titanium, you can see that in the storage. It's not that bad. I had to go through every now and then, restock. But here was the first part of it. The floor is outdoor soil. You scan it at the alien ruins. I found this out after I beat the game, which sucks, but it's very cheap. Makes for a great floor. And here I just sort of start building. I decided, you know what, we'll go all the way up to the surface, and this is how it looks. I mean, it looks pretty cool. All at this point, I thought I just needed to extend it out. This seems pretty short, so that's what I'm doing right here. Just drawing it out like that. Keep it going. You'll see it's like more of a cage. I evolved this later on to be more of just like a pure box. But this was my first attempt at capturing him. Also, you'll notice anytime he's colliding with some of the base, my frame rate in the top right drops like crazy. So some of the clips in this video will be sped up because it is unbearable to watch that low frame rate. But here's my, oh yeah, you can see it tanking already. I'm down to 14, and that's with frame gen. But here he is. He's in the cage. I think it looks pretty good. And at this point, I sort of realized how annoying this was going to be. I mean, I pulled up. He was just in the base. I look away 1 second. I come back now in the tadpole, and he's down there. He's wearing my base as a hat. I don't know why. I don't know how. But that's what he's doing. So it looks funny though. I'll give him respect for that. Here I learned metal farms were a thing. Told you I would figure it out. But my goal now was to fill in the gaps in the cage. So now instead of being a cage, it's more just going to be a whole box. So gathering resources, pop the magic mirror there, of course. Here I'm just filling in the gaps, so it's just going to be a pure box. He's annoying while building this. Thankfully, at some point he just despawned. I don't know, I guess he went on vacation. So I had free reign outside. I didn't really have to worry as much about him. You'll see eventually here it just gets quiet. But yeah, so that made it easy. You can see there it's starting to look pretty cool. Fully filled in, just a giant, it looks like a commercial building. But yeah, here it is. You see it goes all the way up to the surface. Pretty goddamn cool if I say so myself. Here I'm just putting in the finishing touches. I finished off the top, so the top's fully closed in. Something I realized earlier was once you close it off, I couldn't figure out a way to open it again. So once it's like closed, there was no way to undo it. That's the view from up top. Thought it looks pretty cool. You can see there I put that whole row of spotlights, which ended up looking pretty cool here, especially during the nighttime shots. You can see that glow on him. Damn, looks really cool. But yeah, this is an example of the frames. I am at 4 frames with frame gen, so it's not looking great. Just anytime he's colliding with any part of the base, it's screwed. But here, you see, it looks pretty captured, and he's gone. So that's what I mean. He's not very possible to capture. So I was tempted to take this. Oh, look how cool this shot looks. Sheesh. Just fully light on him. Looks like a Jurassic Park shot or something. But here I started realizing that this base is not wide enough. You can see it's like just wide enough to fit him. And I didn't think I was going to accept it. So here I tried closing it off. My goal went from capturing him, sort of having him as a pet, to doing my best, basically. I wanted to put him in the box and close the door, essentially, so he's stuck in there as best as I could. Building this was annoying. I built the box accidentally. I misclicked, and I've seen this now on reels and stuff. If he touches something that's under construction, it just full builds. So that's why that got built instantly, and that's also why I'm assuming I can't shrink it at all. It's because I shrink it and then he just builds that up again. So he's annoying like that. So that capture attempt failed. This one did too, obviously. At this point, I was thinking maybe it has something to do with the width. So that's why, yeah, coming up here. Next base, I wanted to go wide. This power offline was so annoying. But goal here, essentially separate a good chunk. You see that whole top half is now going to be separate from the bottom half. So I can use the refund base feature. Not really a feature, but it's there. And I just refund it. So that saved so much time. I didn't have to worry about shrinking that all down, wasting that much time, and all the titanium was just in the capsule, and that was I think like 850 or something. This is how the next base was looking. You see it, I would say a little over twice as wide. So that was just the start. This time, previously I had a ladder glitch and I couldn't dismantle the ladder, so I couldn't go up like the whole tower, I guess. I fixed that this time though, so I was able to build safely from inside. All I had to do, most annoying part of this process, moving all of the stuff from the capsule, from the base refund, putting it into the base so I don't have to worry about all that. Now here I'm just finishing off the bottom layer, so I'm skipping through a lot here, but it took a while. Ground again is just a bunch of the outdoor soil, and then I put some headlights. Now, put some more decoration. Now I know you're curious, maybe you're not, but now you're curious. I was wondering how it would look if you fell all the way from the top to the bottom. So here you go. There's no fall damage in the game, thankfully. But, I don't know. I thought that looked kind of cool. View from inside the base. Pretty cool, I would say. And then here's a good shot. You can see how much wider it is. Previously, he's pretty squished. Gave him a big home. He shouldn't be complaining anymore. So he's up there. This is how it looks from outside. You can see the size of this thing is crazy. But I'm very happy with how it turned out. And right as soon as I was getting excited, I was about to do a capture attempt. My tadpole got stuck. So I was thinking I hop in the tadpole and it unstucks. I'm just stuck now too. So I tried wiggling my way out of it. You can see I'm just spinning around my mouse. Also, I couldn't exit it. So I was just stuck. You can probably hear my keys. Can't do nothing. Unstuck. Surely this works, right? And it did absolutely nothing. Normally what it does is it reprints you. So I panicked. That didn't happen. Restart my game. I'm still there. Maybe I should have quit without saving, but I didn't. So I decided to reprint myself. I let myself die from hydration. Or dehydration, I guess? Oh, whatever. You can see my health there, ticking down. I die. Surely this works. And no, it didn't. I'm still in the tadpole. And I still couldn't escape. So at this point, I kind of started panicking. Worst case, I would just open up the server to multiplayer, have my brother come in, or I just hop on his computer and he saves me. But I had one last thing that I wanted to try. I wanted to try converting the world to multiplayer. I was just trying stuff out, to be honest. I didn't really think this would work. But I load into the game, and boom. I'm still stuck, but I'm not in the tadpole. I'm not driving it. I'm just standing there. So this time I tried the unstuck again, and thankfully this time it actually worked. So I spawned back at the bed, as you should. I'm a little excited there. But still had a problem. I couldn't equip any of my tools, so I'm going around. I'm panicking a little bit, but I figured. Game probably still thinks I'm driving a tadpole because I never really got out of the tadpole, so I figured maybe getting into tadpole and getting back out would fix it. Got the materials, swam all the way back to the starter base, made that tadpole. I was really hoping if this didn't work, then I would have been a little pissed, but thankfully it works. So that's my excited little spin there. And then it was on to capture attempts. Here you can see he breaks the tadpole, and then if it's very low quality right now, but you can see he just absolutely phases through the ground. So that is the unfortunate circumstances of this Leviathan. Here I started really trying to capture attempts. You can see I've got the top bar already closed off. I've got 3 open. I eventually figured out how to get that down to only leaving 2 open, so I only had to close 2 off. But here you can see how the average attempt went. My goal, get him in, bring the tadpole all the way up, because it seemed like then he couldn't really get to the tadpole, so he's just constantly aggroed to it. So here I go. I'm trying to close the door now, so I'm building. You can see my frame rate in the top right, by the way. I'm at 5 FPS, so that's why it's so difficult to build. Then I was building, and my frame rate got suspiciously good. You can see I jumped all the way to 16, and it's because he just got out the base somehow, so that sucked. That was the average attempt, just constantly him just getting out somehow. Pretty sure he does here as well. You can see I'm building, I'm struggling, 5 FPS. I'm keeping an eye on him though, making sure he doesn't get out. And then he just goes through the wall. So, unfortunately, it's not very easy. Is that the word? Possible? Here's my evolution. You can see now I only have 2 bars open. I'm just gonna call them bars. And the idea is if you get far enough away, he enters chase mode and his posture flattens so he can fit through it. Versus if you're up to him, then he has like this very upward posture when he's attacking you. So I get him in, and you can see there he's trying to attack the tadpole. And this is the attempt that did it. Here I close it off. 1 more block. Bang. And that is the best I got. Is it optimal to try to capture him? Absolutely not. This guy does not want to be captured. But I figured I could get some cool shots of him. I took his toy out. He wasn't happy about that, so that's why he's looking at me now. This looks like a pretty trapped Leviathan if I say so myself though. He does not look like he can do much. So he's there. There's the thumbnail shot. It's somewhere here. One of these frames. 7 frames per second. It's nice. But yeah, here it is. This is him sitting in his cage for as long as he wants to. Now, to end off the video, would I recommend it? Hell no. This was pretty pointless in hindsight. I thought it would be a simple capture mission. It was absolutely not. All I got out of it is now I have a big box that I could maybe put a Leviathan in. But yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for watching the video.